Bruh.
Woo, what's up? How are y'all doing today? It's the end of the weekend, Sunday, March 9th. Coming at you live. It's Z-Rex, no noise. Hope y'all had a wonderful weekend. It's time to talk about some charts. Some weeklies are going to be closing here pretty soon. Futures are already open. For the regular markets, man, time just flies, doesn't it? It's like Friday, we're like, oh man, gotta wait for the markets to reopen. It's like, boom, it's here like that. We had the lovely Sell the News event follow through last night, to no surprise. Let's just get into it, though, and talk about some charts. I didn't watch any of that crap. SNL is so garbage. It's been pretty shitty probably since the 90s, but whatever. We ain't gonna talk about that. Total market cap. Chilling. Not really anything different from yesterday. You know, really not even any momentum or anything. It's just kind of whatever. I mean, it's nice and it's at highs and all that, but we're not getting no serious follow through yet. This weekly, if it closes up here, it will kind of be the first one. I guess it will kind of be actually a continuation of this kind of engulfing candle last week, so that'll look pretty good. And we'd have to do some pretty serious damage here in the next 48 minutes for that. Don't think that's very likely. Total 2, it's been in beast mode. I mean, altcoins are just taking Bitcoin's lunch, which is very, very obvious via this chart here. The dominance chart, I mean, we are getting close to the lows back over here in the at the end of the bull market, actually. in 2018, that 2017 run. So let's go to Mama Bear, see what she's doing. What are you doing, baby? Trying to hold on here. We do have a little bit of expansion of the EMAs opening up, so that's pretty good. But this Mama is really dampering the price here, and we still don't have any daily help really yet. Like, it's close. It looks almost really good. It's like if this Mama was just a little bit lower, I'd be a lot more excited, but it's just it's just struggling, man. Yeah, man. Did I take all this off? Let me see down here. Probably should have did that yesterday, huh? Probably. Yeah, we'll just do it now, I guess. Whatever. Who cares? All right. That's just a little trading account there for following stuff in the on the stream or whatever. Man, yeah, major just resistance in the 59,000 handle. We got up to, what is this, 59.5 and got rejected so far, but I mean, man, I just want to be really bullish here. I do, because price is up here, but there's just no. Let me zoom back a little bit. Oh man, I mean it does look good. It really does. This daily though, come the hell on, daily. Because the daily is a very important time frame, and it just, even the 2-day, daily, 3-day, all of them, and weekly's lost its momentum too so far. I mean, damn, I really want to see this daily close over 60K to get this party back started. And 61K would be way more sexy, but it's just really struggling to do so. Let's go to futures. Futures look pretty good on this lower time frame, so that's nice, but still struggling on that daily. And do we have a similar trend line on futures? Let's see. Yeah, it's not as clean, but it's definitely still there. And the one thing that is nice that the futures have that the spot price does not have is we are above the Mama, and we actually only went below it for one open and close, and then immediately got engulfed. So futures actually look a little bit better. So that's nice. I do like to see that. That's pretty damn sexy. Let's see if we can go a couple more days above here and get these to reset fully. But again, DMI is not dominant on the daily. It's actually pretty weak. That's where the bears are showing most of their strength, is through that DMI. So let's see if this week we can actually get some momentum started to the upside, because everything else ain't having no problem with that. Ethereum is just riding up these EMAs. I mean, Ethereum still looks great above about, man, really, I mean, since this candle is really like 3,500, but if we zoomed in a little bit, you can get about 36, as long as we're kind of riding this 21 EMA on the medium time frames. It looks pretty good. Let's see, futures just playing catch up, so we will have a pretty nasty gap on futures. Actually, this will be the biggest gap on ETH futures that exists. Litecoin getting followed through yesterday at a very beautiful chart. This is pretty awesome, closing back up here above 3070-ish area. I mean, this thing is that's blue sky, isn't it? Yes, it is. So we're blue skying right now on freaking Litecoin. Jesus, man. So anything above 340-ish, 350, same as yesterday. It looks fine. Ethereum Classic kind of stalling for now. I would say this momentum has waned. It's going to need to do some resetting on the lower time frames, and yeah, kind of need some patience. Market looks like it just needs to digest that a little bit more. XRP bouncing fairly well off this previous support zone, right on the Mama, but the bears have regained their dominance though on the lower time frame. Still no help on the daily yet. Only thing that looks pretty good still is the higher time frames. So, I mean, really just holding this 135 area, there's nothing wrong with that. We are starting to make lower highs, though. So, looking a little bit weak. Man, XLM, this actually is like the opposite. This is really good. Daily even has the momentum. Came back and tested the 10 simple just for today. Weekly looks like it's going to close pretty good. Just major problem with this is about 66, like yesterday, 67 cents. Really needs to get over that for confirmation that this isn't just a little double top. So, see if we can get that pushed through this week. Dot actually looking pretty damn sexy above like 38 bucks flat. This chart actually does look really good. No momentum. Ah, man, we just barely have momentum on the daily and shorter time frames. But, man, just above 38 bucks, this thing looks really good. And really just to be more conservative or I guess more loose on it, about 35 down to where this big engulfing candle printed up earlier last week. Link, not Litecoin. Link looks pretty damn good. I like this. I mean, this looks like it's coming up to this 58 target. I don't see anything really in its way. Nice girthy close at the tops. And man, yeah, as long as this thing's staying above 50 bucks, it's pretty damn likely we're going up to $58. Let's see, ADA getting some follow through from yesterday, hovering above 156, so that's pretty badass. Love that. I mean, it looks like we're working our way up to the $2 handle. As long as we're above about 166, I don't see any reason to be bearish on that. BCH consolidating here. As long as it's holding this little previous wick at about 1200, it looks pretty damn good. I don't see any weakness really. Oh my goodness, what am I doing here? Yeah, I don't really see any weakness on this until we got back below about 1200. So this looks pretty good. BSV, yeah, more selling off. Bouncing off this one more time, but it did make a lower tail on this candle. So that's not the best thing, but just need some more time to digest this move it looks like the market wants. But, yeah, kind of crappy rejection there so far. I'm sorry, I'm on the 2-day. Daily's about to lose momentum, but man, as long as we're above this teal box right here, it's in bull mode. So EOS kind of taking a little selling break. It needs to stay above about 860, 850. Yeah, I mean on shorter time frames, yeah, it's still about 860 to $9, somewhere in there. But yeah, kind of a little bit sloppy here on these candles, but you know, ultimately all the oscillators are freaking bullish. So man, I mean, yeah, 860, don't overthink it. XMR looking pretty damn good. I like this retest of this previous zone here. Coming back, I mean, this looks pretty damn sexy. Next target's about $600 from here on this guy. It would really have to break 420 for me to start really being concerned about that one. ZEC, kind of same thing, coming back, testing its previous highs. I mean, this chart still looks good. Looks like it's working its way up to mid 400s. I'll zoom in a tad. Mid 400s. Yeah, as long as it's staying above kind of about like 270, that stays very much intact. Dogecoin, I'm sorry, Dashcoin. Hovering from this local high here, that's good. Good support around 370-ish. Below that, I'd be a little bit concerned. You can see it bounce right off this 10 simple too, so that's good so far. As long as we hold that this tail on this candle for today, I'm pretty damn bullish on this one. And you got a couple targets here in the upper 4s, and then ultimately, if it wants to get real crazy, around 600. Let's see, Doggy Coin. I guess no one liked that. Saturday night took a total dump on itself. Let's see. We need to zoom in. This is where crack time frames are handy. Look at this. Right when it starts, literally the minute, indecision candle, dump fest. Yeah, that's kind of what I was looking for yesterday, and not just because of that. Not just because Doge was going on there and Elon, but mostly because we had this setup that we identified on the stream yesterday about this bearish divergence on this, and the last time that happened was back over here, and it came to a pretty deep retracement. So we just kind of had the same type following. Now this candle is pretty decent, but we are right at the major extension around 58.60 cents, so which is also the 21 EMA. So right now the momentum has definitely, I think, I mean, man, the daily actually looks okay still. Obviously weekly pretty much on every crypto looks good. But yeah, I mean, until this re-resolves and this gets back below the power mode and stuff like that, and we get back above, definitively above about 60 cents, I don't really like that for Doge. I mean, this is still, did this play out already? Yeah, I mean, we were looking for moves to the 55 EMA and deep into the horizontal here at the previous breakout zone, which you can see it went right to it and got bid right off of it pretty strong. So that is a decent move off of there, but we need confirmation that that is indeed going to be a confirmation low, and for that we'd really have to get back above 60, like low 60 cent range. So Bull's got some work to do on Doge, and interestingly enough, he did tweet some little video about it recently, and so we're getting a little bit of mini pumping off of that. We'll see if that sustains. Something that will be very interesting is if this is just a little tiny baby pump of 5-6% and it does not sustain and rolls over. I do think that that would be a good sign that the Elon effect is wearing off a little bit on crypto. Now, I'm not saying that's happening yet. I'm just saying kind of look for that, and if we can get this close back above the 60-ish cent level, then that most likely will be negated, but we just need a little bit more data, and we will actually have that here in about 36 minutes, so that'll be cool. Alright, ES having some continuation. Let's zoom in a little bit. Looks like they just opened here. I mean, not really, actually. I'm sorry, I take that back. That's really nothing. Burger. Man, this looks pretty good on NASDAQ. Needs to get right back above. Oh, man. Actually, that 13.7 area has been really hardcore resistance. Anything back above the 13.7 handle and close any daily above 13.8, I do think this thing starts to work its way up to about 15,000 weekly. Yeah, I mean, most of these look pretty good. YM is just beast mode. This is the one that's a little bit surprising to me and probably others. This thing just consolidated sideways at the top for a couple of weeks here. Yeah, a couple of weeks here. And just breaking out. I mean, this is like super beast mode weekly candle. I mean, look at this candle. This is like, that is a super sexy candle right there. So I would be very shocked if we don't hit the extension up here at about 35.7-ish. So another 1,000 points roughly from this zone. Russell, what are you doing? Russell's chilling, kind of NASDAQ. I mean, Russell can't do shit. I mean, look at this stupid chart. Just super boring. I mean, the move that's going to come out of this is going to be pretty freaking large. Which way, though? I guess you have to slightly default up, but I mean, the daily it's kind of like Bitcoin, really. Like, it's struggling to get up anywhere above major areas. I mean, the oscillators don't really look that good on the daily 2-day. It's only up to like the weekly where they still look good. And I mean, even look at this weekly, it's almost like 2 months of absolute nothingness. So kind of odd. Damn, this thing does not want to work. I'm trying to reset some wallet, but it ain't working. I don't know what's happening there. And then this close too, Dow Jones Transportation is saying, man, let's party, boys. See if we can keep getting some follow through. This week should be pretty damn interesting. We're not going to get much of there on that because all that's closed. Oil looks super bullish here. We've been bullish after it broke out of this consolidation range and retested. I mean, this is super textbook. Oh, excuse me. Dude, what the hell? Alright, oh, that was a big sneeze. Alright, where was I? CL bullishness retest. Oh yeah, I don't have the box on here anymore, but we had this little range box you can kind of clearly see right here. Broke out, retested, reset all the EMAs, and now we've got pretty much all the oscillators looking real damn sexy. Above $64, this looks really good, and I'm looking for a test up here to the top of the range. And there's something my buddy sent me about, like a pipeline or something that got hacked. I don't even know. What the hell? Maybe that gives us the catalyst to kind of bring it up here, but you notice that it already is bullish anyway before that even happened. So show me the charts and I'll tell you the news. Will bonds break out? I don't know. Kind of ugly candle there on Friday. Real curious how these are going to act this week. You can see that actually notes the 10-year ended up closing above all the bodies, so that's very different than ZB. So maybe ZN is showing this is actually about to get some legs. We've been watching this for a hot minute. Very interesting touch of the trend line too here. This week should be a doozy. Dixie continuing to sell off so far. I mean, it does have some real good support at the 89 handle. We'll see what happens if it works its way down to there. Euro looks super bullish, but again, at this major resistance level at about almost 122, just below that. So see if we can get follow through on those guys. Gold, what are you doing, gold? Gold doing a little pampy, and then consolidation on the crack time frames. Dailies reset all up as of late last week. I mean, this looks great. I mean, I would be surprised if we don't test this 1860, 1870 level. And what would I be looking for downside stuff? Anything back below probably about 1815 to 1820 will probably get some pretty hefty selling following through that, but not necessarily like it's over by any means, but that would probably get us down here to test, you know, maybe the upper 17s, and then we'll have to reassess there. We did get an open and close, a bullish open and close above the mama, so this is technically a nice long signal. And you can see the last times it got faked out, it was literally the, oh, actually, and you know what, to be fair, this still does have today. This does need to close today, which is actually Monday's candle, technically, to confirm that. But if this does confirm, that will look actually really good for gold. Let's see. Because as we discussed before last week, that a lot of times when it does break the 2-day on the mama, which is this purple trend line right here, if it is going to get rejected, it's usually the very next candle. And we scroll back through a couple examples, you can kind of see that. This one didn't. It broke it, had continuation on the candles, and it didn't really look back. Had a little blip here in coronavirus, like everything, but came right back and managed to come through. Let's see. You can see here it did do it, but there's no follow through, and it pretty much immediately started rolling over. Yeah, you can kind of get the idea. Most of the times, if it's going to get a hard rejection and change the trend, it's going to happen very soon after the signal pops off. So we'll see if that gets any follow through. Silver just looks so beast mode. Reset the oscillators on the 2-day, which is a very significant time frame. I mean, this looks really good. Daily just got all its momentum back. I mean, silver looks like it's getting ready to do some pamping. So I'm excited for this week. Platinum also a very nice weekly closure last week, and just kind of grinding up so far, making higher highs, higher lows. I mean, this is an uptrend, and it's got that slow, steady grind that we like to see, that like Dogecoin was in before it popped really hard. These are really nice accumulation type patterns with these little very incremental higher lows. They're keeping it real tight because people, you know, it's frustrating to stay in these really tight ranges. And you're like, oh, I made money. Damn it, I lost it. Oh, I made it. Oh, damn it. Oh. You know, it's emotionally exhausting. You know, emotional capital is almost more important than your working capital. And that's what will be affected in this kind of stuff. Like, let's think about it for Bitcoin purposes. I mean, look at this. How much are people frustrated with this? It's only been 77 days since Bitcoin has even done anything. So let's see. No, we don't want to export it to that. No, you don't want to work. Yeah, the Doge wallet's just screwy McScrewson today. Cool. Alright, let's see if I move this over. I gotta try something else. But anyway, let me finish this up, because whatever. So the daily will close pretty soon on this, which will actually be the weekly for spot as well. So let's get it to close above here. That would look pretty damn good. And then, man, just come on, push this up a little bit higher and make a daily close above that. Come on, bulls, where you at? Where you at? Where you at? Wait, what? Wait, we'll just send that to me anyway. And we'll send this. No, bitch, do what I want. Tell me I need to update something. Don't be telling me that. But this looks pretty damn good, though. I like this reset on the medium time frame, or in the low time frames, consolidating above this range. So this actually does look pretty good there. Just need some daily. Come on, daily, help us out a little bit. Do it today. Just pump it up. Pump it up. See if Dogecoin is getting any love. It's trying. It's trying. I mean, it's got the setup right now, so they better follow through now, or might not be too pretty. But hey, major resistance, though. Obviously, the market is respecting this 60-cent-ish area. You can see lots of bodies on it. Tails, wick, test. We're chilling on it right now. So see if we can just kind of close right around there on the daily. That wouldn't look too terrible. Obviously, on the weekly, it's going to have to do a lot more than that to look bad. But on the daily 2-day, this wouldn't be a terrible close for Dogecoin. So we'll see what happens. We only got about 25 minutes left. And I think that's it. I think I'm going to keep this one a little bit shorter. Much love. Thanks for tuning in. I'll see y'all guys tomorrow for the live stream during regular market session. Much love. Y'all have a great rest of your evening. Peace.
Game over.